Have you ever wondered how to find the volume of an ice cream cone? Or maybe a tennis ball? Well, after this lesson, you'll be able to do so in a breeze. There are lots of formulas on this lesson, but don't worry. They will all be on the SOL formula sheet. This video teaches you how to use these formulas so you can avoid confusion on an easy question. The formula for surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi RH plus 2 times pi r squared, when r is the radius and h is the height. The volume for a cylinder is similar. The formula is pi r squared times h, when r is again the radius and h is the height. This lets us calculate the base, pi r squared, times the height. The next shape that we need to calculate the volume and surface area of is a cone. A cone is simple. The surface area formula is pi times r times L plus pi r squared, when r is the radius again and L is the slant height. This lets us calculate the area of the circle of the base and the area of the cap of the cone. The volume of a cone is another simple formula. The formula is pi r squared times h divided by 3. When r is again the radius, and this time h is the height. Or b times h divided by 3, when b is the area of the base. The last two formulas are used to calculate the surface area and volume of a sphere. The formula for the surface area is 4 times pi times r squared. The volume formula is 4/3 pi r cubed, when r is the radius for both of these formulas. Let's try some practice problems. Here we have a cylinder with a radius of 2 and a height of 11. Try to find the surface area for yourself. Remember, the surface area formula is 2 pi times r times h plus 2 pi r squared. So if we plug this in, we get 2 times pi times 2 times 11 plus 2 times pi times 2 squared. So if we add 2 and 11, multiply 2 times 11, we get 22 times pi times 2. And if we square 2, we get plus 2 times pi times 4. So then we can multiply 2 times 22 and get 44 pi. Then we can multiply 2 times 4 and get plus 8 pi. 44 pi plus 8 pi is 52 pi. So you should either get 52 pi or 163.28, depending on whether you chose to multiply 52 by pi or not. Just remember that 163.28 is an estimate, while 52 pi is an exact answer. Let's try another practice problem. Let's say you have a sphere with a circumference of 9. Try to find the surface area. Remember, surface area is 4 pi r squared. So if the circumference of the sphere is 9, and we know that the radius is half of the circumference, the radius must be 4.5. So if we plug that into the formula, we get 4 times pi times 4.5 squared. 4.5 squared is 20.25, and 4 times 20.25 is 81. So you should get 81 pi, or 253.34. Remember again, 81 pi is an exact answer, while 253.34 is an estimate. So there you go. Those are the 6 formulas used for calculating surface area and volume of cylinders, cones, and spheres. Remember, you don't need to memorize them because they'll be on the formula sheet. Just try to get as familiar with these problems, with these formulas as you can.